Righto, g'day traders. Welcome to wrap up of Thursday, the 27th of September. Just apologies the last few days. There has been a few missing blog posts. Just been in the process of moving, but wanted to just bring it up to date, even though not significantly a lot is happening in the market. Although every day there is some opportunities. Just Thursday that's just been and Wednesday, the market certainly started to move a little bit more. But I mean, to look at this 15-minute chart, this will explain a lot. Basically, you can see these two horizontal lines. We're within this channel and really trying to break outside the channel and stay within it for many days. We've now popped outside this channel. As a result, we've seen what day was this? This was Wednesday, Tuesday we got out of it. Wednesday, Thursday we got significant movement because the market's broken down. It's got out outside of this sideways area. You can also see now too, up at the market did push up last night to the almost to the tick. It's got resistance off the bottom of that channel. We spoke about that, saying that at the start of the market opening, saying if this market does want to pop up, remembering it definitely is a buyer's market, even though we're seeing some downward movement here. On the daily charts, we're definitely in an upwards trend, so we can't ever discount the effectiveness of the buyers at the moment. And you can see they come straight up, and they're going to find resistance at the top here at 1440, or the next top, which is very obviously going to be a very strong area that market's going to try and potentially break, but at the moment it's holding, and that's at 1444. We've also got a couple of trend lines here too. One that was in play earlier on was this one here, this steeper one, but one that I find that the market's reacting at the moment is this one coming through here, and this is where we bounced the lows of Thursday's trading, and that's where we started to push higher from. So that's a 15-minute chart. Always interesting to look at those 15-minute charts. Certainly provides a good indication of what these markets are doing. So here you can see the daily. So on the daily charts, I mean, it's sort of, we can see from that, yes, we're having an uptrend. At the moment, they're getting a bit of a pullback. They're trying to find some sort of support to go higher, but certainly you can't see the resistance or anything, or strong resistance in this area here. But if you break it down and chunk it down a little bit and look at those 15-minute charts or 30-minute charts, whatever suits you as an individual, then you can see a lot more of what's going on. You still get the longer term picture, but you can certainly see from day to day what's happening and see these strong support and resistance and channels and trend lines and things like that. So that's the current situation. Just want to bring update with a few things like that, just because there has been a few posts missing, but back on board as of now. Got the moving done, and looking forward to knuckling down, getting back into the trading. As far as today or Thursday was concerned, I mean, the first half of the day very much within a tight range. Sometimes these 5-minute charts show a little bit more movement than what there actually is. If you look at the 1-minute chart over here, you can see just really stuck between power points. It's within a 4-point range, going nowhere. There's no sort of trend or direction. Then all of a sudden, through the lunchtime break, you can see this 12 o'clock candle here, very, very significant. You see an increase in volume, so I've got the volume down here as well. The strongest volume candle up so far up to the day, and then from there we've got just a constant increase of volume, and that's what's pushed the markets higher. They got a little bit of resistance at the top, so again, if you go back 1441, sort of here around this area here, at the top of this previous resistance area, so they got a little bit of resistance there. They've come back and then they've managed to go higher again. As far as 5-minute setups, just the pullbacks, obviously this particular area here wasn't deep enough to get a 5-minute buy, and then down here, not looking to me, just because the range is way too tight. The thing about this move, I mean, obviously this when the market started moving in this trend in this direction up here, it's obvious the buyers they're coming back strong. There wasn't any sort of decent pullbacks to get advantage of that up here, but where we originally broke, so this area here, if you imagine, we draw a line through over the top here, sort of this region here, 1434 region. As the market came up, had a look at this area, and we are in a buyer's market. If we watch the other markets, they give you a real good indication of what's happening. And Russell was certainly aware of this and onto this well and truly before it happened. In fact, a couple of things was happening. The Russell, right at this point, I'm going to bring up Russell in a second and show you how significantly it had already broken the same particular area and how it was leading the upside. And also the NASDAQ, from the very start of the day, we talked about in the trading room how a lot of the markets were trying to push down earlier on here. The NASDAQ just resisted the sellers. It just stuck there, stuck really sideways, even though all the markets went sideways, but even in this sideways movement down here, they were still trying to push lower, whereas the Nasdaq was just staying really high. It was interesting to see that eventually it was sort of, it knew from the very beginning that it wanted to go higher, and as a result, the market felt that pressure, and then they've all gone higher. But if I was to draw in, I'll go use the 1 minute chart. So here's the top of the market here. This is where we're looking to break. Okay, so this candle here is quite significant. Now if I bring over the Russell, let me just find it. Here it is here. Okay, so here's the top. Let me draw it in as well. This is the same top of the market. So I'll draw it in there. So have a look. See, so the market, so I'm over here on the ES, right hand screen here. I'm just putting my marker over the candle before it's even broken higher. Okay, it's well and truly within that range still. So have a look at the Russell. The line shows where the Russell is at equivalent time. So here it is here, the Russell broke that same particular area, like you could 3, 5, 10, 15 minutes ago, and it was well and truly just pushing away. You know, just strong evidence from other markets that you're going higher. So it's really interesting to keep an eye on those other markets, and you know, they certainly give you a little bit of an insight into what could potentially happen in the future if you see them all going together. And it just comes about from just, you know, time and experience in front of the markets, and you get to understand other markets and get to read them, and you know, from watching that particular area live, you just could see that the probability of it going higher was right there. I mean, you got increase in volume, you got all the markets putting pressure, you got the Nasdaq wanting to go higher from the from much earlier time. The Russell had well and truly broken the area. You know, if this wasn't going higher, I mean, it was very unlikely that it wasn't going to go higher. That's the sort of, you can start to put it all together when you start looking at all the you know, the other markets and 15-minute charts, and get a really, you know, better understanding of the overall picture. But so just wanted to bring everyone up to speed with what I was currently looking at. So that's the wrap up for Thursday, and back soon.